From one championship to another, Chris Gale, we have the PWA Tag Team titles on the line. And I tell you what, last PWA show we had a hell of a tag team title match. So good, in fact, they've decided to do it again. A rematch, the Velocities. Here they come, two young upstarts that are really impressing. Paris to Silva and Jude the Dude London.
Up-and-comers Rose looking to make a name in this company. It's interesting that Bonza and Moretti prepared to take them on again.
Oh yeah, see, I'd like to know what Jack Bonza especially thinks about the fact he has to face his kids again, because the Velocities almost took their titles last time.
Could we be seeing a changing of the guard? I think it's on the card.
I think it's very much a potential. These young guys have worked so hard, they deserve this rematch, and they deserve a genuine shot at these tag team titles.
Paris to Silva just did a head count, and I think he goes, boy, there's some people here.
We know them, we respect them, and we fear them. Ladies and gentlemen, the Four Nations are back. Your PWA Tag Team Champions. The Madman. Look at him, Mick Moretti and Jack Bonza, flanked by Hoffman. The Four Nations out in force here. They are not ready to lose their tag titles, and tonight they're going to show why they're on top of the mountain.
So you got no issue with Hoffman being out here? You seem very uptight when Wahlberg was out here.
Yeah, but Hoffman's not rude to me. Hoffman's a great guy.
Like that's the determinant.
The man himself, Mick Moretti, working this crowd into a frenzy. What a madman. Ladies and gentlemen, the Four Nations.
Wow.
Jack Bonza looking all business tonight.
Don't you get a bit confused when it's 7 nation army and there are only 4 nations?
And it begins, everyone booing Jack Bonza and cheering Mick Moretti. Look at the boos for Jack. But I love Mick. Jack Bonza reminding Mick that we've talked about this.
Introducing first to my left. And a combined weight of 130 kilos, now the team of Paris to Silva, Jude the Dude London. They are the Velocities!
Bit of love in the room for the Velocities, Rose. Bit of a love there.
Their opponents, accompanied to the ring by Adam Hoffman. At a combined weight of 190 kilograms, the team of the Rapscallion, Mick Moretti. Jack J. Bonza. They are the Four Nations.
Hang on. What's going on with Mick Moretti's title? So what's going on there?
He's put a few improvements on it from what I can see. It's like the riddle of the pyramids, isn't it, Rose?
What's that?
Why they love Moretti and hate Bonza.
Yeah, it's kind of like a it's kind of like they represent order and chaos in a way, isn't it?
But which is which?
It's a good question. Very deep, Chris.
Thank you.
How you feeling, mate?
I'm loving being here, Rose. I couldn't think of anywhere else I'd want to be on this planet, in this solar system, in this universe. And here at Max Watts, PWA Black Label Call to Arms.
It is packed in here. It is standing room only. It is full of people. How are you feeling? Are you overheating in that suit yet?
I've actually taken the jacket off, Rose, because the temperature in the room went through the roof when the Four Nations came out.
And here we go. The PWA Tag Team Titles rematch is underway. They had a tournament for the titles at last show, and Bonza and Moretti won that tournament against these two guys, the Velocities. And now the Velocities are going to get their rematch. Can the young upstarts learn from their first experience against Bonza Moretti and get better because of it? Look at this. Look at this aggression by Bonza. He knows exactly how to deal with little guys. Wow! Bonza didn't like that. The Velocities claim they took the Four Nations to the limits in July at the last show.
You buying that?
Look, we were there. We called that match. It was a pretty amazing match. Oh, no. Look at this. That slap has broken Bonza's military tags there. His necklace is broken, and that has really seemed to piss him off. Paris looks really fired up after that first encounter. I guess you could say Paris is burning, Chris. Jude the Dude London wanting to get involved here.
Bonza looking like a general, surveying the troops, going, is this all you got? Moretti offers some assistance. Bonza declines it.
People want Moretti. Give them what they want.
He offers it again. Bonza declines it.
Having a little...
And 3 times the charm.
There.
Here we go.
And Mick Moretti's in there. It's almost like Mick Moretti tricked Jack Bonza into tagging in there. He said, come over, I'll tell you a secret, and then just tagged him. Quick pace here between Jude and Moretti. Wow. Wow. Look at these guys go. Lovely stuff. Counter after counter here.
He's clever though, Moretti, isn't he? He gets London spending a lot of gas doing this, and he doesn't really engage particularly, just allows these kids to wear themselves out, then take advantage. He's really a superb tactician, a great strategist.
Yeah, as you can see here, he's superb at knowing what's coming next. Wow, beautiful stuff. Look at this. This is why we demanded this rematch, Chris Scale, because these two teams have chemistry up the wazoo.
Speaking of the wazoo, we got a great shot of Moretti's butt just then. What is that? Is that eats everything on his behind?
I think it's a picture of you on his ass there, Chris. It's a standoff. Moretti and the Velocities. Oh, Bonza almost accidentally hitting his teammate. The Velocities. Oh, no.
Bonza collides with Moretti. Moretti's copped his first knock of the game.
Game, I wonder what the scores are.
Afraid your Bulldogs went down tonight in the Manly Ring of Seagulls.
Did I? God, they suck. Bonza getting double teamed here, just having to use his strength to try and work his way. Wow, look at this by Moretti! Picking up Bonza and Jude London. And now Paris to Silva. Look at that strength!
Look at that.
Mick Moretti!
He's got the whole box and dice. 1.
Oh no, he just can't
2 and
keep
3.
it up.
Referee Nick does this very well to get out of there.
Nimble like a cat, that ref. It's amazing stuff there. Moretti shouldn't be able to walk after that.
Bonza tending to his teammate quite delicately. Moretti's hurt his mouth and his back. I love the exuberance of this chap. He's amazing.
I don't know where he gets the energy from, Chris.
I always feel that he's almost not wrestling, that I feel he's in a parallel universe and he's just sharing some of his athleticism, grace and skill with us.
Tell you what, a lot of those excited moves that Moretti does reminds me of when my girlfriend offers to take me to KFC for lunch.
Yeah, that's right.
I do a lot of those moves. Wow. Paris.
He's isolated here, Rose. He's not good.
You're right, Chris. He's in big trouble here. This is what Moretti and Bonza do best, right? They'll shut you down. They'll pull you into a corner. We saw this at the last match.
We did.
And the Velocities need to figure out a way to get past this roadblock because the bigger, more experienced guys of Moretti and Bonza, if you try and take them 1-on-2, they will shut you down like this.
It's a huge failing, mate. And I don't understand it because I've watched us calling the match on videotape about 63 times because I love listening to my voice. And I just don't feel the Velocities have paid their match the same respect.
You reckon? Yeah,
no,
really?
I don't think they've really analysed. I mean, to end up in this situation where Paris de Silva is copying a hammering, he's showing some resolve here, but Moretti is toying with him.
You're right. Moretti is just too strong for Paris on his own here.
I mean, Jude London's catching a cold. De Silva trying to get the big breaths in, get some oxygen into the lungs, but he's thrown into the turnbuckle. And I think he's killed him, Rose! I think he's killed him!
Suplex into the turnbuckle.
He's not moved!
Paris looks dead.
Stop the match!
Although I will say his pants look really good from this angle.
Oh, he's kicking now.
Jeez, he might have been out for a second there. Here's the pin. It could be over here.
You're right, actually. His butt is the French national flag.
No wonder it's so appealing to me.
Oui, oui.
As you so ever beautifully put it before, Jude London catching a cold out there. Bonza deciding, look at this. This is old school stuff here. Bonza deciding to hit the ropes like everyone else. No, I'm just going to stomp you. Wow.
Look at that.
Tag team wrestling. Mick Moretti.
I'm having trouble watching this, Rose. I mean, I think these kids. Now, London just. Well done, referee Nick. Keep London out of the ring, but it is really painful to watch.
Yeah, it is. It is hard to watch the Velocities because they do take such a beating. And Paris de Silva right here showing a lot of heart by taking a beating from both these guys and still trying to get back up onto his feet. I mean, I don't know about you. I'd take one hit from these boys from the Four Nations and I'd be out of here. Quick smart.
You'd be familiar with the expression from Albert Einstein. The definition of insanity is trying to do the same thing over and over again and expecting a different result. He was, of course, talking about Hogan versus Andre back in the 80s. And it applies here.
Hogan!
The Velocities haven't got a different strategy. Moretti's now jumping around on his head. He's soaking up the punishment and loving it.
Here's a count. A 2 count by Moretti there. Kick out by Paris. Still fighting. Moretti, so unpredictable. So unpredictable. And I'm dying to know how he gets his hair like that.
Absolutely. And what's on that belt? There's so many questions, so many of them unanswered. But the main one is, why do people hate Bonza?
Well, you know, sometimes people... There's a lot of amazing, flamboyant characters here at PWA. Jack Bonza is all business. And to some people, that's boring.
A little too vanilla for you?
No. To some people. I'm not one of those people. I think Jack Bonza is one of the strongest pound-for-pound competitors.
I agree. You are one of the boring people. I completely endorse that.
Okay. No, I'm not afraid to get behind it. Jack Bonza is one of the strongest men in this company. And he's all business, and that's why he's a winner. That's why he has titles around his waist, because he doesn't spend time, goading to the crowd. He just does his job and gets it done. I'm telling you, London's probably been there 5 minutes now. Okay, I'm going to be honest with you, Chris. I feel like Jack Bonza did that on purpose. He saw Paris duck, and then he kind of stopped for a second, and then still threw the chop and hit Moretti. He was smiling for a second there. I think Bonza did that on purpose.
Oh, you really? Surely they're teammates, Rose. Things happen in the ring.
But I think, look, I'll be honest with you,
you're just a fraction off.
No, I think Bonza resents the fact that Moretti gets all the cheers.
Well, he's only human, I guess.
Yeah, well, Like, you don't like the fact that I'm always getting cheered, right?
That's right. Everyone comes up and talks to you. No one talks to me.
Yeah, well,
I don't know why. They're scared of it. And in comes London finally.
Finally, the dude London is in, and he's going to do some
vicious
damage.
elbows.
Off the ropes.
Oh, that's particularly nice.
Bonza in trouble, smartly getting out of the ring. See that? Ring veteran. On the other hand, crazy, running straight at him.
Can I use the expression pent-up energy? Because that's what the dude London has right now, and he's expressing himself.
He's pent up, all right. The dude London little middle finger to Hoffman there on the outside before going, and Moretti with the double boots in the corner. Hoffman, interesting. Here's a pin now. Broken up by Bonza. Oh my God. Look at the strength. This is very smart stuff. A tornado DDT off Moretti there by Jude the Dude London. He's getting it done here, Chris. Oh, to the outside on the apron. Dangerous stuff. Jude the Dude moves, grabs him. Wow, DDT on the apron through the ropes. Jude the Dude London
right up his spine.
Looking very creative here, giving Paris de Silva the chance to get his breath back. And here he comes. Paris looks sore though.
I don't understand the tag.
Oh, over the top rope, Jude the Dude London, and they've caught him. Wow.
And Moretti has clotheslined Paris de Silva. I'm sorry, this looks very inevitable.
This could be over right here.
Wow, he's kicked out.
Great kick out by Paris de Silva, very strong. Chris, do you know the difference between a clothesline and a lariat?
About $10.
Well, you run into a clothesline, a lariat runs into you. This is awesome chant from the PWA crowd, once again recognizing how good these two teams are when they fight each other. Wow, a spear by Jude the Dude London there.
Roll up.
Roll up, Paris. This could be it. Oh my goodness, a very close 2 count.
Now they're working, Rose. They're rotating the tags.
All right, Velocities keeping up the pace here. Always keeping the fresh man in the ring and rotating very fast.
Bonza has turned quite red. It's a sign that he's feeling somewhat exhausted.
Almost like a sling blade bulldog there.
Already looks like he does at 4 a.m. on New Year's Eve after a big night. He doesn't know where he is.
Euphoric. De Silva off the top. Moretti moves. De Silva rolls through. Yeah, he might have hurt his knee here, Chris.
Yeah, there's some knee trouble here.
And look, again, the ring veteran of Mick Moretti, he saw that he did that knee almost instantly and jumped straight on it, didn't he? Straight on
Moretti. Don't do this. Don't do this.
This is very dangerous. Jack Bonza could end.
The kid has a family.
This could put him on the bench for a long time.
Oh, no! Me! Bonza, you animal! I love it.
Oh, that is so violent. Oh no, this could be the end here, Paris.
For God's sake, tap out De Silva.
Jack Bonza's got him in an ankle lock. Is De Silva going to tap out? I mean, the kid's got to give up here.
Think of your family, Rose. Think of your family.
Yeah, he's in big trouble here. But here comes Jude. Oh no, he's been caught. Oh, very smart by Mick Moretti. Paris de Silva, the two Velocities reaching for each other, trying to get any ounce of strength out of this, trying to get out of this submission hold.
London into the crowd. I'm telling you, Rose, it's going to get any better as there's a roll-up from De Silva.
Oh my goodness, a very close 2 count by Paris de Silva there. The Velocities almost taking away the tag titles from the Four Nations. Springboard. Oh, into a Hurricane Rana. Oh my goodness. He has forced Moretti to give Bonza a DDT here. Some of the creativeness of the Velocities. And back in comes Jude, the Dude, London. Oh, Moretti wasn't ready for that. Silva off the top. What are you doing?
I can't speak right now.
What the hell was that?
I cannot speak right now.
The ref! Matt Hoffman! No! Matt Hoffman has pulled the ref out! Matt Hoffman has pulled the ref out! No, that's not a pin!
That's your boy Hoffman, Rose. That's your boy Hoffman.
No!
It's a disqualification.
Okay, there's confusion here. Was that a 3 count or not? It looks like Hoffman has attacked the ref.
Yeah, he's pulled the referee out there.
The ref did not count the 3. The ref did not count the 3.
I don't think you can lose the belt on a disqualification. Someone protect referee Nick. Someone get out there. Security.
The ref is ejecting Hoffman. I tell you what. That was a shooting star DDT off the top rope there that got them the 3 count. But Matt Hoffman, the leader of the Blue Nation, has pulled the referee out before he can count the 3. There is confusion everywhere, but I don't think this match has officially ended.
You're correct. And I'm not confused. Hoffman's done his job, and he's happy to go back to the rooms, having done yet another Four Nations genius
mark.
Like
a sin bin, right? He sacrificed himself for the team.
Okay. This has brought valuable time for Moretti and Bonza.
It's a double super kick, Chris, or I like to call it a super kick.
I call it a super duper kick.
Here comes a Jude buster. No, but again, Bonza pushing off Jude the Dude. Springboarding off Moretti. Bonza too strong, pushing him off there. The Paris de Silva comes back. He's springboarded onto Bonza. He's on the top. Bonza! Oh my God! A top rope powerbomb. Bonza's got to pin him here. It could be all but she wrote. This could be over, Chris. 2, 3, and the Four Nations retain the tag titles.
And there's a very, very unhappy crowd about this decision, Rose.
I'll tell you what, Chris, the Velocities had it.
Referee Nick's having none of it. He won't even present the belts. He is incensed. He's incensed with his treatment by the Four Nations.
Once again, an incredible... Oh, here comes Hoffman. Hoffman's back out here.
Well, someone get him out of here. He's been kicked out. What are we running here, Rose? It's just a free-for-all. Have you lost respect for Moretti and Bonza tonight?
No, I haven't, Chris, because the Four Nations do what they have to do to get it done at all times. And Moretti hits the top rope. The Four Nations, Moretti and Bonza, are still tag team champions because they're veterans and they get it done when they need to. Just like in rugby league, you play to the ref's whistle, Chris Gale.
This isn't Cronulla Canberra, Rose. Listen, referee Nick is incensed. I hope someone's out with that kid because he did the right thing and he's upset and he's vulnerable and he needs our support. The Four Nations, I have been a Moretti fan until tonight, but now he's mocking. I don't think you deserved it.
And the Four Nations stand strong again. Haven't lost a match tonight.
There's trouble in paradise though, Rose. Moretti and Bonza. Yeah, I think it's over.
There's some weird, they're still tag team champions, so they ain't going anywhere. But there is a weird kind of chemistry between them, isn't there?
I don't know how Hoffman ends up holding the belt.
And you got to give it to the Velocities, Chris. These young guns have come together and found a really unique chemistry with each other. And they fought hard once again here